In this video today, we're going to be taking a look at how to live loop Dr. Doctor by UFO. Now, this is one of my favorite tracks to play in my entire set. So what we're going to do is we're going to break it down into three parts. Part one will be all about the keyboard introduction with the melodic guitar part over the top. Part two will be the main body of the loops. And then in part three, I'll break down in depth what I do with the guitar solo. So make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss those future uploads. Please excuse my voice in today's video. It's my big brother's wedding at the weekend and I kind of lost my voice from all of the shouting and talking over the loud music, but that's not going to stop me from bringing you another video. Right, so we're going to use the Michael Schenker by invitation only version as a little bit of a reference. So if you haven't heard this version, there's this beautiful keyboard introduction followed by Michael Schenker's little melodic guitar solo over the top. So this keyboard section is a lot slower than the Dr. Doctor part of the track, which is at 135 BPM. So we've got a little bit of a problem because obviously if we're going to be running a click on our loop pedal, our keyboard loop is going to be a lot slower and out of time with that click. So the way I like to work around it is I play a bit of the keyboard part in free time, just nice and slow, and then I'll click record, go into 135 BPM in my in-ear monitors and play the keyboard part a little bit faster and then the guitar solo introduction a little bit faster, and it kind of works. So I'll show you how I make it happen. Right, so the first chord you're going to want to play is a C sharp minor first inversion. So this is how it looks in root position. All you got to do, you just got to move this C sharp an octave up, and there you have it. You've got a C sharp minor first inversion. We're then going to diatonically move through the scale. So we're going to go E, D sharp, C sharp, B, C sharp, A major second inversion. Then we're going to go A, B, E major root position. And then we're gonna just again go G sharp, F sharp, E, and then B major. Now at this point we've got a little bit of a fancy lick. It's like a triplet lick. It's kind of like a trill, but it is a triplet lick. So it's F sharp, G sharp, F. So you kind of got that trill, but it's triplet, triplet. So it's gonna go F sharp, G sharp, F sharp, E, C sharp. It's quite quick, so like that. So I'll play that again. And then we're going to go C sharp root position, F sharp, G, A, first inversion, F sharp, G sharp, B. And then we're going to hold it, and then at this point, this is where we would click our record button on the RC505 to count in to get ready for the BPM to go up to 135. So we're now at the point where we're going to record the keyboard into the loop station. So if you're used to listening to Dr. Doctor, you'll know of the section at the start where it's like and like all the drums are going and it's epic and there's big guitars coming in like overtures like Now we're going to do that bit, but not as cool. We're just going to do it on the keyboard without any drums and without any guitars. But it sets up for a great palette for the guitar introduction to come in over the top to set up the main part of the track. So I'll show you what we're going to play. Right, so we're going to take a look at the section you would record into your looper pedal. So dead simple, we're going to start off with the C sharp minor in root position. Then we're going to go F sharp, G sharp, A major in first inversion, A, B, E major in root position. Exact same diatonic run as we did the first time round when we were playing it without the loop pedal. So G sharp, F sharp, E, B major, the exact same triplet lick again. C sharp root position, F sharp, G, A major first inversion, F sharp, G, and then major, and we will hold that until we click record back on the looper. So one thing you may have noticed with the keyboard sound is there's two sounds playing. Now I think it's really important to bear in mind the type of tone you're going to do with your keyboard, because on the Michael Schenker version there's the grand piano, but then there's also this sort of orchestrated string section in the background, and it just makes it feel epic and really emotive. So I tried to replicate something a little bit similar with the Nord, and I've kind of got a grand piano patch, and then underneath I've layered that with a sort of string pad to sort of fill out the space and make it feel a little bit more awesome. If at any point you think this video is a little bit too fast, don't worry, you can head on over to the YouTube video settings and slow the video right down to whatever pace you would like to learn at. With that said, let's get onto the guitar solo. So let's first start with the type of guitar tone that you need. So you want it to be quite crunchy, almost like the ideal rhythm guitar tone. We don't want it to be too overdriven, where it becomes quite compressed. We want it to be quite natural. Now what I've got on top of my guitar tone is I've got a little bit of a delay, because we're playing like chord tones over the keyboard intro, and we're not really doing anything that's too quick. The delay just really makes stuff have a lot of sustain and sound quite special. So this is the type of tone I'm using. I'm on the rhythm pickup. So it's got a nice bit of thickness to it. So at the start of the introduction, we'll do it on the rhythm pickup because we want it to sound really thick and not too bitey. So this is what we'll be playing. Because our first chord is a C sharp minor on the keyboard, we're kind of playing around that sort of shape. So this is the introductory lick. We're starting on the 5th. So what we're doing there, we're going G sharp, C sharp, D sharp, E, and then we're finishing on our A. After that, we're then going to go A, B, G sharp, then. So this is it all together. So we're now going to do a C sharp minor arpeggio at the 16th fret. So we're just going to do the first part of the arpeggio like a triad. So we're going to go C sharp, E, G sharp, but we're going to sweep it. So if you've never done a sweep before, it's kind of like a pick scrape, but a bit smoother. So you're not actually individually picking anything, you're just running it along the strings. So this is how it should sound. That sort of first part. So once we finish that sweep, we're going to hit the B, so we'll go that sort of feel. And then we're just going to do a sort of nice pentatonic-y blues lick. And when we've hit that B, we're going to go, which is just G sharp, E, F sharp, but we'll bend that E up to, we'll bend that B kind of like a up to the F sharp, but a bit more like an F, keep it bluesy, a little bit out of tune. Then we're going to do this nice little lick. It's like, so what that is just D sharp, E, F sharp, D sharp, C sharp, B, C sharp, but you want to do that as a hammer on and pull off. Now at this point we're going to drop down to our treble pickup, and we're going to start picking it up a little bit. So that's what we're going to play. So all that is G sharp, C sharp, D sharp, E, D sharp, and then so you just repeat that last motif, and then you're going to bend up to the F sharp. And then the final few licks heading into the end is this really nice so all that nice little lick is G sharp, B, C sharp, B, A, B. So that little, it's just a hammer off and pull off between the A and the G sharp. And then a nice little palm mute on the. That really fills it out. I recommend a nice strong vibrato as well, like really smooth. It really adds a lot of emotion to what you're playing instead of, it's not really appropriate. Keep it slow and smooth. We then got this final lick on the B string. I add that nice little lick in there. I think it smooths quite nicely considering we're playing it a little bit quicker than Schenker does. And then finally, a nice little sort of blues lick on your first pentatonic shape. And then Schenker's little slide up. Those last two licks are super easy because they're all in the pentatonic boxes. So I'll play those again for that final lick. And this is how the whole thing sounds at speed. If you found some value from today's video, please consider leaving a like and a subscribe. It's all about live looping on my channel. I upload live looping tutorials, live looping performances every Tuesday and every Thursday. So if you don't want to miss out, make sure you click that notification bell. I've been Ben Rowlands. You can find me online at benrowlandsmusic.com. If you want to learn more about live looping, check out this video here, and I'll see you in the next one.